What's up, guys? This is Run My Crypto. Thank you guys for tuning in to the channel, the original JASMY channel. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you can stay up to date with Run My Crypto videos, guys. This is the original JASMY channel. So let's talk about all the bullish sentiments that JASMY has going forward, guys. We have, we have the partnership with Panasonic. That's huge, right? So that's basically collecting massive amounts of data. Then we have the Carbon Credit Exchange Consortium that JASMY's put together. Also, we have the layer 2 Junction JASMY chain. We have that going on. So there's basically three major things going on that JASMY has really gotten themselves into. So, talking about JASMY and looking into JASMY and everything they do, it's cool to get some information once in a while that's really, I guess, new news, or, it could be, the thing is that there's so much digging you have to do behind JASMY because it's a Japan-based company, so it's not easily accessible to get information just on the project and things like that. But when you do find these little gems, it becomes pretty crazy because you start to think a little bit outside the box, and you have to understand the big play, right? The big play of it all. And I think this is super bullish. This article is kind of old, but in a sense it is very bullish, so we're going to talk about it, guys. So this is an article that came out about BlackRock continuously to acquire more of Panasonic shares. So let's check it out. I was actually digging this up, guys, and I don't know, it could be bullish, could be in a sense, but I mean, this is basically BlackRock increases position in Panasonic, guys. This came out February of 2023, which is not bad. I mean, there's a lot of things, but when you start to look in between the lines, read in between the lines. So basically, this is Fintel reporting that BlackRock has filed a 13GA form with the SEC disclosing ownership of 196.63 million shares, I'm assuming, of Panasonic Corp. So that represents pretty much 8% of the company. In their previous filing date of February 1st, 2022, they reported 178 million shares, which is pretty much 7.30% of the company, and increased it by 10.34%. So, yeah, this it's kind of crazy when you look at it. They have a lot of faith in Panasonic, and that's BlackRock, the biggest player out there that pretty much put Bitcoin on the map as far as EFTs go. So this can be bullish in a sense, especially if Panasonic is working with JASMY hand in hand. So maybe there's something there. I don't know. You have to figure that out. JASMY really comes to focusing on IOT and data collection to drive the performance of the project, but there are other catalysts, such as their partnership with the NCCC. And I don't think that a lot of people talk about this, or maybe some don't even understand the potential that this partnership has for JASMY to participate in carbon credit exchanges versus, it actually takes JASMY to having more utility within the token. So there's going to be use cases not only with IoT and data, there's use cases with now the Carbon Credit Consortium, I believe it's pronounced. This is an article that we'll talk through so you guys can kind of understand. Maybe we could, give you some insight behind what that carbon credit exchange really is and what it could potentially do for JASMY. And these are, all ultimately bullish catalyst for JASMY. So let's check out this article. So a lot of this information has came out within 2023, and I think that they were just JASMY was really trying to finalize it in their roadmap, and they did. And then I apologize about slaughtering names and slaughtering things that I talk about, guys, because a lot of times I note it, and then I try to just go through notes and then summarize everything, but we'll talk about it. So it is a participation in this is NCCC, and this Natural Capital Credit Consortium. So essentially what, there's what the NCCC is basically a credit exchange for carbon. So I think for you guys to understand that, let's check out the NCCC page before we get into this article. So Japan is really huge on carbon credits. And basically what carbon credits are carbon credits are getting value for not utilizing a lot of basically carbon space, or there's a physics measure behind it on how much you consume. But basically, let's take a look at what carbon credits, how they impact businesses. So we'll read this real quick. So it says carbon credits allow companies to issue credits for the reduction of carbon dioxide, CO2. How much oxygen do you consume? And it goes based on weight and certain things, but this all goes into the collection of data, the collection of how much people are utilizing per weight, per height, and how much energy and everything that they use. So the credits are basically created through companies like forest conservation activities and basically energy efficient equipment. So they can be traded with other companies by purchasing carbon credits. And basically the company can reduce CO2 emissions basically in ways that you can't do it on its own. So basically they're leveraging technology to revitalize that sort of niche when it comes to companies and using energy sources. And so when we look at it in Japan, I think this is what's really big about JASMY being able to come into this space. If we go up here real quick and the tags, when you look at tags and technology, you have IOT, AI. So these are ways for these companies to basically find out and collect the data to see what type of people are utilizing what type of CO2 and what type of energy. So it's pretty big, right? So if you have companies, going back to this article, if you have companies that are really looking to revitalize carbon credit, so JASMY's like 100% into this. So the carbon credit market in Japan is basically starting to revitalize as the numbers of issued carbon credits is like basically soaring because people are using more and more energy. So environment set forth guidelines of decarbonization trading in October. Voluntary credits are attracting increasing attention in Japan since this credit can be used or issued in a short period. So the NCCC is going to create carbon credits using local Japanese advantages in forest, agricultural lands, etc. So what does JASMY, or how does JASMY come into play with this? Well, essentially creating voluntary credits and revitalizing the market, advancing the implementation of tools and technologies contributing to a faster, more efficient credit creation, and then obviously resolving issues with local agricultural, forestry, and other sectors. So here is a list of, I believe, the participating companies within the carbon credit exchanges. And it's pretty big. I mean, there's a lot. If these are big companies, like if you go down the list, you could potentially, figure out, I think Nippon Telenet Corporation is one of the biggest ones. You have Green Carbon Inc., etc. There's a lot of companies in here that could potentially, build a big monetization for JASMY to be involved in this. And if they especially start using blockchain technology for this sort of project that JASMY is starting to move into, industries are turning to regulated carbon credit markets and voluntary carbon offset markets to help shrink their carbon footprints. So carbon markets where carbon credits and offsets are sold and bought, similar to commodity futures like grain, provide a way for industries to compensate for unavoidable emissions by investing in certified projects that reduce or remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So these projects basically mitigate the environmental impacts of industrial operations while helping organizations work towards net zero commitments and environmental, social, and governance (ESG) reporting goals. So carbon credits make and create basically accountability. So what does that even mean for JASMY, right? So, well, when you look at it, if JASMY really starts collecting data, which they've already been collecting data from numerous sources, and what happens is they have the availability to collect that data from participants that do exchange carbon credits for being able to mitigate the usage of carbon monoxide. So what JASMY, I think, going forward is going to insert JASMY tokens into this system where, you know, essentially we're utilizing JASMY tokens and data information in exchange for the companies, you know, giving out JASMY tokens to those who participate via JASMY with these big companies that are on board to hop in the consortium with JASMY and be able to get into that IoT and data information, right? So our company is going to basically buy JASMY tokens up. These big companies will buy JASMY tokens up. Then what they're going to do is utilize JASMY tokens for reward systems or exchange systems to be able to mitigate the carbon dioxide usage per business, per person, per user, whatever the case may be. So that's actually going to take a big portion of JASMY supply into these companies that'll hold JASMY and start utilizing them as a utility. So this could be really, really huge when it comes to putting JASMY in that utility perspective. So I think that's super bullish. I hope you guys enjoyed that bit. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button, guys. Keep notified on JASMY. Keep notified with Run My Crypto videos, guys. Take care, be blessed, and I'll see you guys on the next one.